Welcome to Free Live Tarot Readings. I'm TarotOracle and I do the readings.
Time for the TarotOracle show.
Welcome. What is going on, Dr. Mystical? Good to see you. How you doing? Tevon, welcome. We got Maruta, we got Bartman, Effie, we got Sarah. Welcome. How you doing? And who else am I missing? Effie, we got Effie. Raven, the Tarot Learner is back. Welcome. Good to see you. I appreciate you hanging out with us tonight. And Amber and Reiki, what is going on? We have like 75 different donations on PayPal tonight. So thank you so much for your generosity tonight. I appreciate that. We're going to start with the PayPal, obviously. So for Signa wants a little bit of a general read. What can we do? Where can we go? How can we take that and see what that's going to take us? You know what I'm saying? Luna, welcome. Good to see you as well. All right, let's see where this is going to go. A little bit of a Signa read over here. And yeah, welcome to the stream, Signa. Appreciate Sarah donating for you. Greatly appreciate both of you for hanging out with me tonight. By the way, if you want this cloth, it is for sale. Link in the description. You can pick one up. I think I have 3 left, and that's about it. All right. General, temperance. You're having issues basically balancing a lot of things out. Sometimes you have a, whose voice was that? New GF. Yes, that actually was the new GF. Michelle C., welcome. And Taku, welcome back as well. But yeah, the temperance card. You're just having issues balancing things out at the moment. It feels like a lot of things may be overwhelming. We have things that need to be pushed forward, things that need to be moved, but we can't move them. We have things that are opportunities that we see, we look at, we can't take advantage of it. It seems that we're just sort of dismantled a little bit, and, a lot of times we just have to sort of wing it because it just doesn't feel like many times we would like, we have the situation in control, and in the situation in control, or at least where we want to have it. The world says there's a lot of things out there that you do want to do, but there's no time, no energy, no money. There's a lot of different things that you kind of have to address with that. The world also says there's a lot of traveling, there's a lot of movement that needs to be done, and occasionally that does happen to where you're not able to get that done as well. Overall, you just feel restricted, like I can't get what I need, I can't get the balance that I need in the current environment, I can't get the opportunities that I need sometimes, and it feels like you're going on a mouse wheel, just sort of round and round in random directions. So a little bit of the temperance of the world, Empress. Now we do have 3 majors over here. It says you have some big changes, some big opportunities on the horizon. It really feels like these are going to be something that you can embrace, especially with the Empress card over here, with love, with relationships, right? It feels like those are going to sort of even out. Those are going to get into a better situation, a lot more handle, a lot more control over what is going on. And I think that's going to be important for you to deal with as well. 6 of Wands does say as well, there's a level of success coming for you, and that is going to be a welcome change. Because again, a lot of times you are kind of pulled back, a little bit restricted. The imbalances are there, but you have major changes, you have some major things happening, and that's going to be very important overall. The 6 of Wands also sort of says that people are on your side, and I think that's one of those things what we need. We need somebody on our side. We need somebody to be there. We need basically some support in our life from friends, family, relationships, and things like that. We haven't had a lot of that. We've had some of that, but you haven't had much of that. But big changes are on the way, and I think that's what you really want to embrace at the moment. So there we go. That is at least what I think, and that is my deck and how it goes. Yeah, we have tons and tons of PayPal donation. Greatly appreciate. We got YouTube user wants to know. Well, UTU. All right, keep your name private. I always do. Oh my. Oh, spend the night with N. You may be the one that gets pregnant. I'm just saying. I am just saying. We're not going to rule it out. We never really rule out anything on this channel. You never know what you're going to get. You never know what kind of fascinating things are going to be waiting for you over here, but I don't know. All right, so the whole question is, N wants me to come over Friday and spend the night. Is he just using me to actually find someone for a relationship, or is he wanting to pursue a legitimate, a divine connection with me? Ooh, let's find out what that's going to do. We're going to use the Victorian Romantic Tarot and see if this is going to be a Victorian romantic moment or if this is going to be something a little bit different, that you may not want to deal with. You know, I don't know. You clicked all notifications. I still didn't get a notification. YouTube does that sometimes. YouTube will just randomly do that, you know. BooBoo, welcome. Good to see you. How are you doing tonight? It is I've been in such a good mood today. Today was like just pure magic. Today I was just like, I woke up in a good mood. I started trading and I just nailed it. And I was such in a great mood overall. And I was just out of control today. I'll tell you that now. Anyway, spend the night within. Seven of Swords. Let's go ahead and sneak over there and do it. I think you should do it. I'm going to play devil's advocate and just go ahead and try it out, right? A Seven of Swords. I'm going to sneak over there and see where this is going to take me. See what kind of adventurous things, what kind of exciting things we got going on over there. So, Mina, welcome. Good to see you. But day drinking. No, I don't need drinks. I mean, you've been on the stream long enough. I'm like hyped 24/7 anyway. But yeah, the moon is also here. This is something you need emotionally. I think there are some emotional connections here that you just need to take, right? I think there's some doors that need closing. I think there's some closure that needs to happen. I think that there is some things happening over there that you do need to address. I think you need some interaction within because it's been a long time. It's been a very sort of a dry spell within, and In's been doing their own thing. And overall, it just looks like go ahead and do it, right? Use your intuition and, double bag it if you need to. You don't want an extra little one running around. But yeah, two majors, the Hanged Man over here. This is going to be something to where you look in their eyes, and you see the truth. And that's what you need. That is what you need right now, is to see the truth. Look in their eyes, ask them the questions that need to be asked, and get the truth out of them, and find out for yourself what is happening, where this is going to go, and ultimately where this is going to end up. Because you don't want to be in a situation where you're just dodging it, wondering. You don't want to do that. So yeah, I would say go ahead and sneak over there, a little bit of the Seven of Swords, and you will have a good time indeed. All right, we got YouTube user. There's another donation over there. And we got Luna. Thank you for your donation, Luna. All right, we're going to go YouTube user's second question over here. Let's see what H's thoughts, feelings for me. H, thoughts and feels. See if H is going to be in the list, because we have N, A, and H. That spells nah. That spells nah. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if that's going to be all right. We'll see if that's going to be one of those moments that you need to experience with H and what have you. Ace of Cups, Knight of Swords, Five of Wands. I think H is just not right for you overall right now. It just feels like that, yeah, this is somebody who is having difficulties connecting with you, somebody who, it ghosted you a little bit. Ain't nobody likes to ghost people, ghost them. And that's one of the people that never really contacted you back. And there's always that mystery, right? And now you have that door that you could open it to go with H. I mean, Ace of Cups, I could make a connection. I could say hello. I could say, why the hell haven't you called me, or something like that. But that is something that you're going to have to deal with. Overall, I think H is going to come back. Now, what did I do? I nailed the moving part of H. When I said H was going to move, I nailed it. I told you H was going to be back. I nailed that too. I told you about the other job, and I nailed that. I told you about the N coming back, and I nailed that. And I told you about A coming back, and I nailed that too. So I'm telling you now that H is going to have another opportunity for you. Ace of Cups is nothing but pure opportunity, and you want to embrace that as well. Knight of Swords is going to be something a little bit more short term. I know you're looking at marrying H and what have you. This is going to be a little more short term, so you're going to have to kind of put up with that. Five of Wands, so there's a bit of conflict there between H. H doesn't really know what they want. They're one of the people that see something, it looks good for 5 minutes, and they go chase the next shiny object. You don't need that. You don't want that. So I think that's going to be important to sort of get hands off there and be like, well, well, I don't know. I don't know when they come back, you know. Don't expect it to be super serious or anything like that. Carine, I thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate you. Next, we got Luna in the PayPal. It looks like I've never had all PayPal donations, but hey, you know, we're going to wing it. We got PayPal readings and more PayPal readings. With that, we got Dr. Mystical in the chat as well. So there we go. All right, we got Luna is next. We're going to see what the supervisor's intention, offering the job and then giving it to someone else. That's brutal. Offered a job and then stolen away. All right. That is no good at all. You know, people should be offering you a job and they should keep it. They should keep their word. That is so weird that somebody would do that. I've never heard of a company doing that ever. So that's kind of rare, and that's not good. I mean, master of the obvious, that's kind of rare, but also not good. So I don't know. Anyway, Joan, hope you feel better. Appreciate you hanging out with us for at least a couple of minutes. I appreciate you being here. And there we go. We're going to go with, okay, so the story is that the supervisor's intention, they offered the job to you and then they stole it away and gave it to somebody else. That is just rude is what that is. I mean, that's pure rudeness with that. Oh, Jesus, the 9. Ace of Swords and then Taku. I thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate you. I don't know. It feels like that they wanted you to have the job, but you were one person out of many that they offered the job to. I don't think they were truthful with you. I think that they sort of wanted to open the door and see, you know, who was interested. So they offered the job to multiple people, and then they ended up giving it to somebody else, which is extremely rude, but that seems to be where it is, right? Ace of Swords. I'm communicating. Now, the Ace of Swords, this is why I love tarot decks, right? The Ace of Swords is normally one hand, but in this particular case, it's 3 hands. So I think the job was offered to 3 different people. And I think that one of the other people ended up taking the job, and they ended up, you know, sort of doing that. But yeah, you have 3 different hands. I think it was offered to 3 different people. There you go. Kennyland, welcome. Good to see you. The Chariot says that somebody moved quicker than you for the job. Somebody just basically moved in, swept in, and basically convinced them that they should hire them and what have you. And that is kind of, you know, that's kind of a problem. Kind of a problem with all of that, though. Temperance says it's just rude. It is just rude. It's something where they wanted to have their foot on the water and on the land. They wanted to do everything, and it just feels like that they made a bad mistake here by doing that. You know, normally you get that, you know, normally you get the multiple people. They're going to tell them that you have multiple people, but in this case, they were just a little bit deceptive in the way that they did it. Of course, this is only a tarot reading. Never assume somebody gets a job based on a regular dude on the internet reading tarot cards. I want to say fat man, but I've lost a lot of weight recently, so I'm doing good. I'm doing good. So I can't say fat man anymore because I don't really have any fat. No, technically my BMI is like 2 points into fat. So like on I went to the doctor the other day and they had this list of medical conditions that I had. And then at the bottom, it said high BMI. And I looked at it. I was like, dude, that's I mean, give me 2 points. That's, you don't, I mean, you know, so here's the thing. If I had taken my shoes off and put my phone down during the weigh-in, then I would have not been labeled as fat. But apparently I'm still labeled as fat because I didn't take my shoe off and I didn't put down my phone. You know, that's the way it goes. Sometimes that's it. Anyway, all right, we're going to use the Baroque Tarot next, making it happen over here with the next question. We got a lot of questions tonight. Thank you so much. I appreciate the PayPal donations rolling in. Everybody's credit cards on fire. The beautiful, the wonderful Carine wants a little bit of a general read. We'll see where that is going to take us, right? Where that is going to be offering us. But let's see what's going on here. A little bit of a general, you know, see what kind of things things are waiting around the corner for Carine. I think that we got a little bit of an Ace of Wands. You've had a couple of Aces of Wands recently, you know? Couple of Aces of Wands. I think that's interesting. I don't know if you think that's interesting, but I do. A little bit of a fiery aspect mingled in here with that Knight of Cups, Seven of Wands, and the Four of Swords. It just says that a shuffling of romances is due. A shuffling of, let me say what that is, a shuffling of romances. It's like I'm involved with this one thing and I thought it was interesting. I thought it was really cool. And then something else happened and it just feels like that this one is the prominent romance. This one's a prominent, the prominent thing in the list. And then this one seems to be the prominent. And then this one seems, it feels like it's just a lot of confusion about, number one, what are people's intentions? I think that people, as far as romance for you, are not making intentions very clear. They're just not doing it. They're waffling back and forth. They're doing their own thing. It feels like that they're confusing in the connection, the communication. It feels like also you're getting some sort of intuitive spike to where you're like, I'm not really sure if this is legit or if this is something, you know, that I want to do. Anyway, Ace of Wands. So it's like, ooh, let's chase this. Ooh, let's chase that. Ooh, let's chase this, right? And the Knight of Cups just feels like the circular romance, things going here, things going there, and you're just like, I don't really know what to do. I think you just get into that situation, right? But I mean, the Seven of Wands just talks about be on the defensive. I do think a couple of people are going to be, a little bit, forward, but they really don't mean it, or a little bit words that don't coincide with actions, right? Because when they say certain things and then they don't follow up with the actions, you start doubting it. And I think that is legitimate. That Seven of Wands, be a little bit defensive when things don't line up. The other thing too, Carine, let me tell you about romance right now, right? This is something you need to know. You need to have congruency between how the individual treats different people. So the way that they treat you should be the same way they treat their friends, and the same way they treat the waiter, etc., 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 right? Once you start getting that incongruence and you're just like, wait a minute, like they just treated the waiter like completely opposite to their family, their friends, with the opposite of the way that they treat me, you kind of want to figure out which is the legit one. I think that's one of the things you're going to have to Scooby-Doo out there. Unfortunately, a little bit of Four of Swords, just look for the congruence, figure out what is the legitimate outlook of these individuals. I think that's going to be it. But, there we go. There we go. So that was a long reading, but, that's our last reading. So might as well extend it out. But no, that's not our last reading. Sorry. We got Taku is the next. Taku is our last reading. I guess we're going to free reading. Just go ahead and post. Go ahead and post your question in chat. We'll see what's going on. All right. I spoke about a breakup with mutual advice. Let's see. So the question is, what is the advice on a breakup? Is that the question? Taku, let me know a little bit of the details here. I'm kind of curious what's going on. It sounds like we have a breakup and you want advice about it or something like that. I don't know. Ramon, welcome. Good to see you. Appreciate you hanging out. There we go. Waiting for Taku to elucidate. See, I'd put that word in there sometime. We need Taku to elucidate on the question and see what's going on. I think it's like advice for a mutual advice for about a breakup or something like that. You know what I mean? Carine. Oh, there we go. No, the person is A. Oh, A spoke about a breakup with a mutual advice. So what is the mutual advice for A's breakup? Is that the question? I'm just kind of curious with that, We'll see what's going. Hans, welcome. Good to see you. A has spoken about our breakup, with a mutual and friend, and refused to take any blame for their behavior. Any advice about this, as I'm a little upset. All right. We'll see where this goes. So basically, they're backing out and filling this stuff full of lies, and you're just like, wait a minute, it doesn't make any sense. This doesn't make any sense at all. All right, the Queen of Swords. This is somebody who's still bitter. I think I think this is one of those to where people just get bitter about something and they don't want to take any responsibility. They don't want to take any blame for anything. And they're like, hey, this other person is completely to blame. And they're going to make up a scenario, a story, or what have you. They're going to look and dig up anything that they can find that, could be not advantageous about you. And they're just going to, talk about that. So they're going to eliminate their blame for it. And I do think that in a breakup or in a failed relationship, I think that both parties, have a little bit of something. But anyway. But yeah, the Queen of Swords, they're just angry. They're bitter. Queen of Swords. Now, one of the things about the Queen of Swords is they're hurt. This is somebody who's been injured, somebody who has been hurt. And they're going to just lash out at whatever they can, whoever they can, because it comes from just a history of pain. And I think that this individual has pain. They're still upset. They're still worked over by it. Page of Cups said there's also a level of emotional immaturity from them. So, of course, they're going to make up something. Of course, they're not going to take any blame, any responsibility. It's just going to be story after story after story. And they're going to, communicate that, hey, this person did this and that and this and that and this and that. And they're obviously going to leave out all the crap that they did. King of Wands says basically they just want to look good. They want to look like they're in charge. They want to look like they're the alpha. They want to look like that, to their friends and everything else, that they're just going to be, whatever. But Ace of Swords says it's all about communication. I think once people sort of listen to stories from both sides, they kind of know what's going on. You know what I mean? So, like, this doesn't really make any sense, but this makes more sense. So, I think people see through that prominently, right? Christina, welcome. Good to see you. How you doing tonight? I appreciate you hanging out with us. Christina with a K, very important. Very important that we differentiate that one. All right. All right, we're going to go. The other one is not going to be here. I can guarantee that. Let's see. What do we got going on? We got Taku. All right, you can imagine that. Okay, cool. Hans, we're going to free because we have no questions. We have no donations. I'm not getting many callback in this. Not getting a lot of callback in applications. Any input would be appreciated. Let's do it. Let's do it with a little bit of a Gregory Scott tarot over here. And we flick the box, and some people like that apparently. So, hey, there you go. I know it's in jest, but, that's it. Christina with a K. All right, yeah. All right, we'll see where this takes us, right? Not getting any callbacks, interviews for the job applications. Any input would be nice. Tricia, what's your question? Tricia, welcome to the stream. What is your question? What's going on, Tricia, in your life that you need a tarot read? All right, not getting a lot of callbacks, interviews. High Priestess, you're lacking some credentials that they wanted to see. Now, let's talk about that for a minute. In the world of IT, you look at a job requisition, and they list out 700 different languages. They list out 700 different certifications that you need. They list out that you need to be an expert in SQL Server. You need to be an expert in Oracle. You need to be an expert in MySQL. You need to be an expert in everything. Right? In everything. Is that realistic? No. Do they really require that? No. BooBoo, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. But the High Priestess says that they just want to see more stuff on your resume. I'm just saying, entertainment purposes only, Hans, I'm just saying. Anyway, the Six of Pentacles says you're not being offered anything. Six of Pentacles is being offered something, being handed something, being given something upside down. You're just not being offered the job at this point just because they're looking for something that's not on your resume or they didn't see. Page of Swords says you need to update it. You need to update it a little bit. Even if you have some familiarity with it, update it a little bit, see where it's going to be, and that's going to help you at least a little bit. Five of Swords as well. Just keep on applying, get a job a lot of times. You just need to keep on applying, and that is it. So, that is it. Anyway, all right. But, that's just my opinion. Just my opinion. This is just a random dude on YouTube reading a tarot over here. If you like the random readings, by the way, I've been here 13 years. 13 years. Hit that like and sub. I'll be another 13 years on this channel. Just keep me going over here. Keep it rocking. There you go. Anyway, who else had a question? We got Michelle C. Did you have a question tonight? I need lose 5K. Want to be under 50. Oh, nice. Raven the Tarot Learner. Raven, because you came back, and I appreciate it. Let me know what your question is. We'll put you at the front of the queue over here. In the meantime, we're going to BooBoo over there. Tell me some good news for this month. The month's half over. That's the good news. That is the good news. The month is half over. The month is half over. Oh, crap. What do we do with the Thoth deck? Oh, no. Oh, no. Where is the... Oh, here it is. Okay. We're packing up the other Thoth decks for a gift, and we have to we have a bunch of these trim Thoth decks running around the house lately, so we need to make sure which one is going to be the one that I usually read with and all that other stuff. But there we go. All right, tell me some good news for this month. It's half over. All you need. Oh Jesus, man, this is sort of poisoning the well. And in other words, basically, okay, here. This is good news. All right. This is poisoning the well. This is what has been causing your illness. This is what has been causing your illness. This is sort of that thing that has been out there, basically. The germ, the thing, whatever was out there that was causing the illness that you had experienced, this is it. And this is at the forefront here, meaning that this is being cleared up. This is being removed. This is being cleaned out. I really think that what you had, your body is basically just rejecting it now. It's built up the antibodies and you will never have it again. I'm going to say it again. Never have what you had again. Never will that occur in your lifetime, in my opinion. You have the 3 over here, virtue. It feels like that 3 because the 3 is looking out amongst the ships and scanning the environment and seeing what is next. I think that's sort of where your body is at because it has defeated this. It's ready to go. It knows what it needs to do and it can fight against whatever that they have in there, right? Now, you do have the 7 over here. It says sort of that it does need to be expelled, and I think it's already done that, and I think that you don't really need to worry about that at all, and I think this month you're going to be feeling very, very good because it's going to be replaced by the 6 of Wands, the fiery aspect over there that says, hey, we have support. Now, traditionally, the 6 of Wands is a supported card. In other words, you have people riding, you have one individual riding and then everybody else is cheering for them. And in this case, I think your body does have antibodies that are running around, that are supporting what you need to do, what your body needs to do. And you are going to be extremely healthy, not only this month, but for a long, long time. So I like it. I like it. That is encouraging news indeed. I think that's great. Anyway, a little bit about the good stuff too. There you go. All right. Tarot. Let's see. Where'd you go? Raven, the Tarot Learner. There you go. You're quite welcome. I appreciate you hanging out with us. I appreciate you coming back, a Tarot Learner. It's so good to see you. I appreciate you being here. All right. Let's see what we're going to do over here. We have a big fan of this deck right here. This is the Elemental Wisdom Tarot. By the way, Dr. Mystical, I have a couple of hostings that I'm going to be doing on your stream tonight. So be prepared, Dr. Mystical. We got hosting. We're gonna host. It is a hosting night, Dr. Mystical. So I don't know if you're still here, if you wandered off. I don't know, but I guess you'll find out here in an hour and 15 minutes. Anyway, so yeah, here we go. All right, Raven, the Tarot Learner, who the future husband is. Oh, man. All right, we're going to use intuition and the cards. Intuition first. Fire sign. 100% fire sign. That's funny. The minute I said fire sign, Maruta typed, I'm allergic to hot peppers. I think that's kind of funny. But anyway, fire sign. Number 1, absolutely a fire sign. Now, I do think the fire sign is interesting because they are pursuing everything. They are pursuing the best of everything. And that's what you're looking at. You're like, dude, I really haven't seen anybody like this before. That like they're not happy with mediocrity. They're not happy with sitting there. They want things to happen. They want things to be there, and they see success, and there's nothing that's going to get in their way. And I think that's a very inspiring thing that you like about that indeed. Queen of Cups says they have this weird side to where they just calm down, and then they are the most attentive person you have ever seen in your life. Like you're the only person in the world when they're with you. It feels like they shift from this, I got to get this done. I got to get that made it happen. And then all of a sudden you're with them and they just shift into that mode where you're the only person on the earth, the Queen of Cups. And it feels just like this dramatic change. And I think that's one of the things you really like about this individual as well. Five of Coins says they're starting up. It's like somebody that's younger. They're starting up, right? So they haven't made their million yet. A little bit of a Five of Coins. It is somebody sort of financially challenged. It's just somebody chasing success, but they're going to make it happen. I mean, it's just a matter of time. Ace of Coins as well. I think they're very, very afraid of a relationship. And I think it's because that it sort of interferes with what they want long term. And so you get this mixed signals from them, and you do kind of have to just be patient with them until they get around to that. Once they get around to that, Wheel of Fortune said they're pretty committed. They are going to be there. They are going to be gone a lot, but that's kind of cool because I think as you age, I think that you start appreciating time alone. So it's kind of nice to have the bed to yourself, the house to yourself for a little bit, and then they come back and you see it. You know what I'm saying? So you have that nice little mixture of things there. That was a very, very detailed reading. So, well, there you go. All right. We got a job question over there. We got Nicola is here. Nicola, welcome. Good to see you. Appreciate you hanging out with us tonight. Let's see. Nicola wants to know something. Job in January. Is it going to come around to me? What's going to happen with all of that stuff? Let's see about that. We got Ann. Well, there you go. Ann wants to know, a job in January, what kind of things are we going to get on board? What kind of things are we going to sign up for? Feels like the Teddy Bear Tarot. It's time, my friends, for the Teddy Bear Tarot. Everybody loves the Teddy. Reiki bought me this beautiful animation over here. Thank you, Reiki. Like I said, thank you 100 times, and I'm sorry for everybody else, but I'm going to say thank you to Reiki about another 100 times. So I'm just saying. Somebody's going to be like, wait a minute. Every time you press that button, you say thank you to Reiki. You're correct. So you're correct. Anyway, all right, we're going to go with it. By the way, this is called Luna Bears Tarot. By the way, we have new emojis and new badges with nothing but teddy bears, my friend. Nothing but teddy bear. So you're going to be appreciating that. We have different teddy bears in there making it happen with all of that other stuff. There we go. Anyway, Mina, welcome. Good to see you. Appreciate you hanging out with us tonight. Job in January. Whoa, 7. Hanged Man Star. It's looking like February is your month, my friend. February is a little bit better for you, Nicola. You do have a sort of a job offer that is coming in, but not January. It feels like February-ish is going to be kind of where you want to be here. You know what I mean? You got that 7 where this is something that I'm able to do, something that I'm able to make happen. It feels like you have training opportunities now as well that we can embrace, that we can get through and can sort of make that happen. And we have that Page of Cups as well. You're like, oh, Jesus, finally. This is one of those things to where you're just like this far from giving up. You're just like, you know what? Why am I going to have this problem? Why am I going to be done? So, you know, that's one of those things. That Page of Cups. It happens. It happens. It just feels like nothing's going to be going on. That Star, though, follow the path. And that is what's so important about this reading. Follow the path that is laid out before you. Because a lot of times we're like, well, you know, I don't really want to do that. I'm not going to follow that. You need to, though. The door's going to close. The door's not going to be there. But the Hanged Man said, the reason you're not going to think about following the path is this could be a job that you're like, well, that's usually not something I would do, but I think you should do it anyway. So yeah, February is going to be your month. January, And while you have some downtime, you could also get some certification. You could get some training, get online, buff up the resume a little bit. Hey, I've done Angular. I've done React.js. I've done a little bit of a .NET stuff. I know how to do SQL queries. I know all of this stuff. So I think that's going to be one of the great things about it. So there we go. Anyway, Candyland. Hello, beautiful souls. Well, hello for your beautiful soul. What's going on? You know, what's going on? Christina, been married for 47 years. Oh, my. Husband will remarry in 6 months after I'm gone. He's such a flirt. Well, that is all men. Well, that's most men, not all men, but yeah, the way it goes. Anyway, looking like a bunch of dripping, only in the thoth, dripping birthday cakes. Yeah, only in the thoth is right. Anyway, I do not want to be a terrorist. I'm learning just for to know myself. Well, thank you, Ramon, for being here. I appreciate you. But yeah, you're from Brazil. I am from Texas. Welcome. I appreciate you hanging out. I not want to be a terrorist. A tarotist. Oh, well, there you go. That is going to be good. That is going to be good. Let's see. We got Sarah is in here as well. Whose voice was that? The new girl. Yes, that was indeed. Taku, we got her. TarotOracle said something. Tavon, there was it. Tricia. There we go. Why was secrets kept? Why were secrets kept from me in the past? Let's see. Let's see whether this might hurt Tarot. If you're going to keep some secrets, it could hurt, and this might hurt indeed, you know? I love the classic Pooh before Disney got a hold of it. Yeah, that's true. They did release the Pooh to, well, some of the Pooh. Apparently some is still copyrighted, and then some is not copyrighted. So it's like a mixture between. Anyway, we got the Hermit over here, Four of Wands, Strength, and the Hierophant. Jesus, you got a lot of majors just creeping out tonight. This is a major night, is what this is. All right, what was secrets kept from me in the past? The Hermit says they just didn't want to tell you. I mean, that sounds like a lame excuse, but that's what happened. They just didn't want to tell you, you know what I'm saying? The Hermit, I just didn't want to shine a light. You see, the Hermit is shining light this way instead of that way. It feels like that they want to shine light this way. They don't really want you to see the truth, see the end thing. They are just sort of holding back. They're not really revealing what needs to be revealed, and I think that's not good for anybody, but it just happens. A Four of Wands said the secrets were there so you wouldn't get uncomfortable. You wouldn't reject them. You wouldn't you wouldn't be, hang on. You wouldn't be upset or anything like that. So that happens too sometimes as well. Strength card. It says, hey, is this something for the best? Something, you know, sometimes people just keep secrets because they they want it to be a better situation. And in their mind, if they keep the secret, then it's going to be a better situation. So the way it goes. Hierophant. This is just a naturally protective person, and that's what they're going to kind of do as a default to this thing, but, you know, that's the way it goes. That is the way it goes sometimes. Sometimes you get secrets, and sometimes people are just sort of there and hanging out, I guess. Anyway, I guess this is a short stream tonight. I guess that works. This is my first 30-minute stream, I guess. I just wanted to ask as well, should I date a bit and have fun? All right. Taku, are you going to be dating anybody? Taku, are you going to be out there dating? Making it happen over there? All right, let's see. Taku, dating. Let's see if you should be dating anybody. I don't know. Let's see. We got the Victorian Romantic Tarot. We did that one. We got the Key Tarot. That's going to be good. We'll see what this is going to happen. All right, there we go. All right. You found your old Yi Jing books in the mom basement. That's nice. The Yi Jing, it was so out there that I never really got into it. That's my fault, though. I mean, a lot of other people got into it. I guess I just couldn't relate. I couldn't get into it, you know. Tia, welcome. Good to see you. Appreciate you hanging out with us tonight. But yeah, dating. So basically the question is, should I date a bit and have fun? You know, It feels like the Eight of Swords says date, but be careful. You don't want to get in a situation where you're not having fun. So basically it's saying that date, but have fun doing it. You don't want to get in a situation where the date is awkward or they want to go on a second date and the first one was awkward. You want to have something fun that's going to be fun. And I think you can kind of tell when it's not going to be fun, kind of thing. The Eight of Swords. So be careful, who you sort of get out with or what have you. Three of Pentacles says go ahead and get out and do it, though. Two of Pentacles says get some choices to make. A lot of times it's great to have more choices, and the more choices you have, sort of the more fun, sort of interacting with people and whatnot. I think that's going to be good. So there you go. Three of Pentacles does say yes. We're going to go with a thumbs up and say yes, we should get out there, date people, get out there and have some fun indeed. So I guess that's it. Okay, well, it looks like we have the first 30-minute stream that we've ever had. No, we haven't had a 30-minute stream in forever. But anyway, it looks like it's a 30-minute stream. Anyway, I guess that's it for me. We will see you tomorrow. Thank you for joining me, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Like a light, lighting up in the dark. You make it right, I forgot how to act. It's so classic. Every time you make me nervous and I lose my words. It's been a while since I forgot